So as you know, we're now living in the internet age, and the internet really belongs on fiber optics. Netley started, by Jim and I as we were looking at what trends in the industry and the importance of fiber optics, not only for fiber to the home, as we've spent a lot of time talking about, and it's really our first anchor customer, but also for 5G. So there's a rush to get to 5G in the country, and every 5G site requires fiber optics. So we took our background in wireless telecommunications, where in wireless it's very common, the tower industry, where people build one physical steel in the air. They sometimes call it a vertical steel in the air, and they lease those to service providers. We took that same concept of a tower model and created a horizontal tower model, where instead of steel in the air, we have glass in the ground. Netley is deploying citywide open access fiber optics to every home, business, school, library. We're basically doing the entire city, including for all the wireless and IoT uses, and then making that infrastructure available to those who want to use it.
We tend to want to build clusters of cities that are close together so that our service provider partners can have operational efficiencies across their footprint, and they can run, having just be an ISP for Solana Beach is not as attractive as Solana Beach plus the other 7 towns all around it. And that's a bigger operation for those companies to run.
We're building an asset that is 10, 30, 40, 50 years it's going to be in the ground and serving people's internet needs 50 years from now.
One of the ways that we're different is that our design is unique. It is design it once, build to everything kind of an approach. Where historically it's all done piecemeal today, where companies will go carve out a neighborhood, or they'll go build fiber to some big enterprise business or corporation or big tall shiny building, right? And they'll go right by homes and they'll go right by schools, because all their focus is, I want to get to that building. And because that's where I have a customer. So I'm going to build some beautiful, beautiful fiber connection for them. And it's a very inefficient way of building. And so today, there are lots of parts of the country, tier 1 cities, the major cities, where you have a lot of overbuilding going on. You have a whole bunch of different players basically building one. You're going to go build for the wireless people. Someone else is going to go build for the enterprises. Someone else is going to maybe do the MDUs. But nobody's doing the whole city. It's just all piecemeal. And so it's a very, very inefficient way to build. And so when you design and build the way Netley does, you can be very cost effective in that build, because you're sharing those costs for everybody.
The importance of the internet has been driven home, the importance of remote learning, about having high speed, high quality, reliable internet for everyone. It's no longer a luxury. It's sort of like electricity in this world, where if the electricity went out in the office before, you'd say, well, you got to go home, you can't get anything done. In today's world, the electricity can be on, but the internet is out. You're just as equally unable to get work done. So it's critical for society that everyone has really high quality internet connections, and that those connections are affordable so that people can afford them. And that's the way our country grows, by economic development and by everyone being able to tap into the power of that internet. In building a team, it's really important to find people who are passionate about this, who get charged up about putting infrastructure in the ground that's going to be used for multiple decades.
Ubiquity is a fantastic partner. As an entrepreneur, as a pioneer for building open access fiber systems in America, having a partner like Ubiquity who shares our vision, who understands our industry, they really could kind of pull it all together. It's because they have a team of people with phenomenal experience in the industry like ourselves, and so we kind of got it really well. We clicked really well with that team.
We're super grateful for the folks at Ubiquity. One, because they understand what we're trying to achieve and the importance to society and why it's important what we're doing. But two, because they have the industry knowledge to really understand the value that we're creating and how best to build and operate this. So we are always getting feedback from them on different unique ways to think about it, ideas. So they're a partner side by side with us as we're creating this new asset.